Trust and reach. iRadio stands as the most trusted and popular radio station in South Sudan.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. Lawmakers representing Lanya County and the Central Equatorial State Legislative Assembly have raised concerns over escalating insecurity, warning that continued violence by opposition armed groups is displacing local communities and disrupting livelihoods. Wow Health Science Institute has launched its first ever 3-year pharmacy diploma course aimed at boosting the country's healthcare system and helping reduce maternal mortality rates. And the ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Juba has commended the Dutch Relief Alliance on its 10th anniversary for its dedicated delivery of humanitarian aid in some of the world's most challenging countries, including South Sudan. This is stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. Lawmakers representing Lanya County in the Central Equatoria State Legislative Assembly have raised concerns over escalating insecurity, warning that continued violence by opposition armed groups is displacing local communities and disrupting livelihoods. The members of parliament, led by Awate Esther, chairperson of the Lanya Parliamentary Caucus, made their remarks during a courtesy visit to Governor Rabi Mujung Emmanuel on Wednesday. They also highlighted a range of other challenges, including inadequate health care and education services, as well as the growing threat posed by armed cattle herders encroaching from the neighboring areas. MP Esther said, and I quote, "Insecurity has displaced many of our people and severely disrupted agriculture. We raised these issues with the governor and also requested an ambulance for the county. As we look for ways to restore Lanya's past glory, we believe better days are ahead for our people," end quote. Governor Mujung commended their proactive approach in advocating for their constituents and reaffirmed his administration's commitment to addressing the concerns. He called for greater collaboration between the executive and legislative arms of the government. Wow Health Science Institute has launched its first ever 3-year pharmacy diploma course aimed at boosting the healthcare system and helping reduce maternal mortality rates. The program, based at Wow Teaching Hospital in Western Bahr El Ghazali State, is expected to enroll up to 150 students. So far, 75 students have already registered. The State Director General at the Ministry of Health, Pasquale Paul Madud, said this is the third academic program introduced at the Institute this year. Madud said efforts are underway to affiliate the Institute with the University of Bahr El Ghazal to upgrade it to college level. The Institute's principal, Pasquale Dotaki, noted that since 2015, the school has been training clinical medicine officers, public health workers, and midwives, many of whom are now serving across the country. The program is supported by the UN and International Medical Corps. Meanwhile, the State Health Minister, Michael Francis Hassan, encouraged the new students to commit to completing their studies. The ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Juba has commended the Dutch Relief Alliance for its 10th anniversary for its dedicated delivery of humanitarian aid in some of the world's most challenging countries, including South Sudan. The Dutch Relief Alliance was formed by a group of Dutch humanitarian organizations that work in partnership with the Netherlands Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Dutch Relief Alliance works on the ground to deliver equitable humanitarian relief. Over the years, it provided humanitarian aid to more than 40 million people in 22 crises. The 14 members of the alliance work together in closely coordinated joint responses. This allows them to react in a timely and efficient manner to complex crises around the world. The alliance furthermore allows the non-governmental organizations to share knowledge, skills, and expertise. Ambassador Paul Toland said that since its formation in 2015, members of the DRA have significantly influenced policies in humanitarian aid and saved millions of lives, including many in South Sudan. He said the DRA has become a trusted partner not only in South Sudan but in many countries. The diplomat said the Alliance is working with several local organizations across South Sudan, supporting people to recover from conflict and to meet critical needs. These include access to food and livelihoods, safe drinking water, sanitation, and economic empowerment through cash transfers, among others. The diplomat made the remarks during the 10th anniversary celebration of the South Sudan Joint Response by the Dutch Relief Alliance in Juba Wednesday. This is iRadio News, and now to the international scene. Tanzania's mourning veteran politician and former Speaker of Parliament Job Ndugai, who became the first to resign from the role after a public fallout with the president. Speaker Tulia Action announced that Ndugai, who has served as an MP for the past 25 years, died in Dodoma, Tanzania's capital, on Wednesday at the age of 62. The cause of the death was not given, although local media reported he had been undergoing treatment at a hospital in the city. In a statement, President Samia Suluhu Hassan has said she received with sorrow the news of Ndugai's death and has sent condolences to his family and friends. Finally, the Zambian government has dismissed claims of dangerous pollution in the Copperbelt mining region following safety concerns raised by the U.S. Embassy. On Wednesday, the U.S. Embassy issued a health alert ordering the immediate withdrawal of its personnel in Katue town and nearby areas due to concerns of widespread contamination of water and soil linked to a February spill at the Sino Metals mine. It warned that beyond the contaminated water and soil, contaminants from the spill mine tailings may also become airborne, posing a health threat if inhaled. Zambia's government spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa hit back, saying that laboratory results show the pH levels have returned to normal in the area and the water was safe to drink. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. Lawmakers representing Lanya County in the Central Equatoria State Legislative Assembly have raised concerns over escalating insecurity and warning that continued violence by opposition armed groups is displacing local communities and disrupting livelihoods. Wow Health Science Institute has launched its first ever 3-year pharmacy diploma courses aimed at boosting the country's healthcare system and helping reduce maternal mortality rates. And the ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Juba, has commended the Dutch Relief Alliance on its 10th anniversary for its dedicated delivery of humanitarian aid in some of the world's most challenging countries, including South Sudan. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I'm Lasuba Memo. Thank you for listening.